Came to Bombay from Hyderabad, I was just fascinated to see the place. I mean, in terms of the atmosphere of Bombay, which is unique, probably nowhere in the country would see anything similar to this. And being an outsider, as a newcomer, to the city, some elements of the city attracted me a lot, and some newspaper reports and what exactly the underworld is. And I heard something to the extent of who they are, and that the fact that they're a part of the whole city, and it could be a neighbor, he could be someone who's walking on the road, and you wouldn't know that he's a gangster. And we only hear about them either when they die or when they kill. So what do they do in between was my actual first thought about, which ultimately became the film Satya. But now, when we're talking now, I think in 2013, actually practically, I don't believe there's an underworld anymore, at least not to the extent of how the city suffered, especially between 97 and 2005. Then I had an idea. Any kind of eventually underworld comes from a certain aspect of certain situations or circumstances, and people's dissatisfaction towards the existing system or various such things. And if out there, if a man is studying this and he decides to come and reinvent the underworld, like I did my study because I needed subject matters, and I wanted probably references to some characters where I can get from real life people who existed in the underworld at some time. But what if out there a man was studying this for completely different reason, not for filming, but actually to become a gangster himself? So if that guy would be educated, that guy would be more smarter because he knows the mistakes what the earlier dons did, how they got finished off in the course of time by the police. And if that kind of a man comes at this time, it is my imagination of how it can happen. So it's not exactly a futuristic film, but I would call it that because the protagonist of Satya 2 doesn't have a reference in the existing underworld, ever since it started. So I just want to show you a 5-minute video which will just kind of explain the central idea of what Satya 2 is about. So please play the video.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here.
We would like you to say something.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for your question.
I'm so sorry.
I hope you liked what you saw. You can start.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. You can have a seat. We'll ask you questions later. Yeah,
sorry.
no problem. Thank you. So now...
Anyway, like you've seen in the concept video, it's very clear that it's a primarily a dramatic, intense film. But there's an inherent love story in the film, which is where the music comes in, and it's situational, almost largely. And I just wanted to maintain that element of rawness even in the songs, because they're very character-oriented. So I just would like you to first see this romantic track called Tu Nahi song. So please play the song.
We would like to say you say a few words. What are you feeling right now?
Good Good evening to one and all. My name is Anaika, and first of all, I would like to thank each and every one of you for coming here today. I'm really thankful to all the concerned, especially RGV sir, for making me a part of this project. The film is basically a male-dominated film, but to be even a small part of such a unique project, I am really feeling blessed right now, and I want to say thanks to RGV sir again. The film has some wonderful performances, especially of the lead Satya, played by Puneet Singh Rattan, who's done an incredible job. I seen a few scenes of his, and I was taken aback as an audience. He's phenomenal. You all will enjoy it. And apart from Puneet, we have Aradhana Gupta, the gorgeous Aradhana Gupta. You all are going to love her performance. She's done terrific. And Mahesh ji, Raj Prem ji, and various other actors. To be amongst all of them, such wonderful actors, I feel so privileged. I'm really thankful to all of you for accepting me. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here today once again, and I hope you all enjoy the film when you watch it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Anaika. अब मैं आपको एक बहुत ही स्पेशल सॉन्ग दिखाने वाली हूँ. So अब मैं आप We would like you to say something, Aradhana. How are you feeling right now? Hold up.
Good evening, everyone. This is Aradhana, and Satya 2 is my first film, and I'm really happy that I'm part of this film. And this film is releasing on 25th October. I hope you guys like the film. And most important thing I would like to say, I want to thank each and everyone for making me look like this, especially Ramu sir and my co-stars who has been really supportive so far, and all the media person present here, and each and everyone, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let us start from left to right. Don't confuse her. Thank you, Aradhana.
I had an idea of starting Satya 2. A lot of people ask me this question, why are you calling it Satya 2? The reason is, yes, it does not have a connection to the original Satya story, neither in terms of or in characters. Like I already mentioned to you that this is 2 time periods. But for me, the similarity is because there's so many thousands of people who come to Bombay from all over the country, and all of them will have a certain ambition, vision, or some of them might become entrepreneurs, some of them might become all kinds of professionals, businessmen, who they make it. And of course, there will be a small percentage of them who will become so-called criminals or gangsters, though very small. They are there, but they also are a part of the city and affect the city's living style. So, if a man at a certain point of time, he came like let's say there's a king rules a kingdom at a certain time, another king rules a kingdom in another time period. The time period makes some fundamental differences, but the core thing will remain the same. So I thought thematically it is very similar. If instead of making this film in '98, if I made it here, I would have made this film. So I thought, for me, on a very personal level, I'm reliving my thought again in the course of this new protagonist I created for Satya 2. And that's the reason I wanted to call it this. I just want to show you one song video now, which